This episode of Corner JUTA De Beer is sponsored by MIWAY Blink, the faster, simpler, and more rewarding car insurance. Get a quote in minutes. Get car cover sorted in a blink.
I answer to all my DMs, all of them. I talk to everyone. I'm not too cool from this person, bro. I'm not a part of anyone. So if ever someone needs something from me, that's how I'm developing community. I share what I have. And in return, they share the love.
From Corner JUTA De Beer, imini nomsindisi wesizwe, umvelisi ngomelisi wesizwe, formerly known as Lwazi Madonsela, bringing you a show about creative entrepreneurs live from the landmark that not only birth SA street culture but also formalize the street hustle. On today's episode, we have
Umsindisi wesizwe, umvelisi ngomelisi special edition. Thank God for the savings. We Nine boys. It took up stand.
My brother.
Put Andile.
Nice.
How you doing?
Chill.
I see you got that corner water. I think a lot of people know you from Broke, but the way you stepped into the game early was through campaigns. And within that, can you break down how does one get a campaign? Because a lot of kids, they say, like, hey, we saw you on a Nike campaign, 2 weeks later you're on an Addy one.
I feel like, for me, I treat myself as a brand that's separate from Broke before anything else. So I think that's how I'm getting campaigns. You work with me as a brand. Original Capital Pencil as a brand that I've been developing over years and I'm still developing. So I think that's how brands reach out to me.
How did you get to the point where you were like, hey, may I have a red card, a research fee? How did you get to that information?
I mean, it took time, it took a lot of learning, and obviously I got exploited quite a few times. So from that, you get to learn from catching L's. So as you spend more time in the industry, you get to meet people that like advise with you. Instead of doing it like this, consider doing it like this. There should be a usage. There should be day rate. For me to step out of my house, there should be money for that. I shouldn't be leaving my house for free. Because first of all, for me to get to that place, I need to spend money. So for me, it took like meeting quite a few brews along the way that are guiding me towards what I'm trying to achieve.
How did you find your way from working retail to now about to open your own retail?
So it's actually a funny story, Dad. It's a funny story. Dropped after dropping out, I didn't know what I was going to do. Like I was going to run the brand fully, but at the same time, I was like, I don't really have the right skills or the right knowledge to run the brand proper. Because at first we were just doing like hand to mouth, and then also the quality of the things that I was putting out was not now. So I took the time to say, listen, let me go work under these brands. Let me learn. Let me see what goes into a successful brand. So that's why I was in retail, learning the business side, the production, how to deal with your customers, how to build the brand. And then from there, lockdown hit me. Then I was like, I think I'm okay now. I think I'm equipped with the skills. Let me do my own thing. Now I'm opening my own.
In your own retail.
Yeah.
When you do your own thing, like there's that thing that always hits us, like I'm never really ready. Because there's moments I remember even hosting the event, like you do it, then you put it out, and then once you put it out midway, like, nah, I'm not too sure about this. So in those moments, how do you navigate those times?
I mean, I won't lie. I watched this one interview from Andile. He said, don't think about it too much, bro. Put it out there, let them think about it, and then while they still think about it, put some more. For me, that's how I do my shit, bro. Like I don't overthink things. Progress or perfection, bro. It's a classic thing. It works all the time. Progress or perfection. I mean, if ever it's not the best, if ever I put out an event and it don't come this time, maybe it'll come the next time. But it's progression. I would say it's an evolving story.
Broke is centered around community, the friends you with, the business partners you have. When you building a community and then you guys get to the point where you with a venue and you collaborated, created the Broke Clubhouse, how do you even manage the business within that whole community? Because a lot of us, we can do partnerships, but we really suck at maintaining and keeping everyone in the team happy.
So, fortunate for me, like Broke is a big team. I only stress about the clothing side of the brand. That's the fun part for me. I only stress about the girls inside of the brand. There's Coins who's gonna worry about music. There's Beam who's gonna worry about the event. So for me, as long as t-shirts are out, as long as they stock, as long as I'm doing my part, I know the rest is doing his part. I think that's where we are very fortunate. We are a team, as much as we have our own downfalls, but I think we are a working team at the moment.
In building, how are we maintaining? Because now the kids are crying, yo, we want the caps. How do you know when you go into production that just 400 caps is enough? Why don't you just go 4,000?
They say you should never fit the demand.
But it's business.
It's business, but like we don't care about making money, bro. Like I won't lie. Right now we're building a legacy. We don't care about making money, bro. We want to make impact. Like money will come after, bro. Money will come. Money will come at a certain point. But now we want to make an impact.
How do they feel like when the kids are like, yo, we supporting you for real? There's no one who's asking for a discount, they're asking you for more stock. How does that feel? How do you process those moments?
Bro, like for me, those are the most sentiment moments. I won't lie. I do this for the kids, bro. They give me the power to be who I am. So I won't lie, when they come through to me and say, bro, listen, I want this. Like even the other day when Bruce came through for the giveaway, like for me, that's what I do this for. That's the price, that's the pay for me. That's what pays me. That's what keeps my heart shaking. I'll make money from campaigns, but Brock is for the people, bro.
How do you find ways to treat the kids? Because as me, I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, cool. We do a podcast, but the next step is to introduce the idea of a masterclass where we can actually teach tangible skills to the next generation. It's one thing to say, yo, Andile runs Broke is the creative director and for the clothing, but then that moment where it's like, yeah, but this is how I came up with Broke, this is what it means, this is how we post, and this is how we feed our market. How are you doing that for your community?
For my community, it's all about, bro, like me, I'm one person, I'm not too cool for the next person. If ever you want something from me or you need help from me, I'm always down to say, oh, bro, this is how I'm doing it, this is how I did it. If ever you need me to come with you, I'm willing to come with you. If ever you want to start a brand, I'll tell you how to cooperate. I'll tell you how I've done it. And then I'm not saying my way is the correct way to do it. I'll tell you how I've done it. It's up to you. Like I said, bro, Brock is for the people. If ever you want something from me, people know this. I answer to all my DMs. I'm not too cool. I answer to all my DMs, all of them. I talk to everyone. I'm not too cool from this person, bro. I'm not above of anyone. So if ever someone needs something from me, that's how I'm developing the community. I share what I have. And in return, they share the love.
How do you feel about South African fashion right now?
It's calm. It's calm. Like for me, I don't really tap into everything else, but I won't lie, if I'm being honest. I focus on what I do, I focus on what we are doing with the team. I acknowledge the likes of Tebe, the likes of Wanda, they're taking it to a next level. Like for me, I'm streetwear, bro. Not limited to it, I'm streetwear. So I'm telling a different story from the other brands. I'm telling a different story, it's a different narrative, it's a different view, it's a different way of doing things.
How do you then, we come from the generation of corner store, right? Yeah, it's also lazy to walk. Are you ever looking into the point of partnering with other people or creating a sub-brand like Baypad, Ape? Is there like prospects of Broke beyond the moment we've seen that at?
At the moment, Broke is split into three. There's the main line, you get your t-shirts, your caps, your hoodies, your ready-to-wear. There's the workwear side, where you get your jackets, your overlay shirts, your work pants, your carpenter pants. And then there is your outdoor supply, which is like the technical stuff. Your anoraks, your like things that you rock in winter, like for hiking, cycling. That's how Broke is split at the moment. But I am maybe in future, as I grow, hopefully developing a sub-brand which is more minimal, less graphic, less loud branding. Yeah.
What's distribution like for clothing brands? Because who was sitting, this other homie said to me, yo bro, you should make corner merch. I laughed because me and you had a conversation about that. But that's for the future. So I laughed when he said that because I was like, the one thing no one ever considers in making a t-shirt at the simplest of fashion, right, is that you make a t-shirt sharp. In making the t-shirt, you have to buy the t-shirt if you're not making it from scratch. Even if you are making it from scratch, it's
starts from the pattern.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you must get the printers or the embroiders or whatever, right? And then that's only one step. Then there's the packaging, how you want to present it to your people. Then the final step that usually destroys every business.
Customer experience.
Not even customer experience. Shipping. Like a lot of people don't understand the systems of like a clothing brand. What would you break it down as?
For me, it's pretty simple, bro. Like at the moment, I'm dropping every first Thursday. If I drop first Thursday, I know most probably it will sell out in stores. I know there's homies in Joburg, there's homies in Durban, there's homies in Europe, there's homies all over the place who also want that drop. They're not in Cape Town. So after dropping on the first Thursday, I know on a Friday, I need to be shipping out all those orders that happen over the night. By Monday, the package is checked out.
Dog, how you maintain it? Because you're applying to your
Like, bro, like for me, this is my 9 to 5, bro.
Sure.
Like, this is my life. Like, I always tell people, like, I don't clock out. The moment I said I'm doing broke, that's it. I'm doing broke through and through. 24/7, I'm broke. There's no time where I'm like, okay, now broke can come. Every time, like even right now. Sorry for people that are getting their shipments right now, I'm joking. But, bro, like, I make sure, because, bro, like, online shopping is very stressful for everyone. Like, you don't want to wait, Brooks, yo, where's my order? Yo, where's my order? This Bruce coming me? Because that's what, like, it starts to feel like when an order delays. So for me, I try to make sure you don't have to wait more than 72 hours. Like, I need to, even if sometimes people, like, I oversell. That's where I have a problem. Sometimes I oversell. Like, I sell more than what I have. They now have to call it. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, I'm sold out in that size. However, I do have another size in a different design. Or how can I do a refund? Or do you want stock credit for the next drop or whatever? But like I always say, like to people, like customer experience makes up everything, bro. It's pointless to make a product and then the experience is the worst. It's pointless.
When you move into a space like Lamicus, did you already have the business formalized, or did you learn how to formalize it there, like the tax ways?
My business from when we launched on the 4th of December 2020, we formalized everything. Everything we do is formalized. It's a registered company. We take ourselves serious. Yeah.
How do you keep the designs coming?
I'm inspired by life, bro.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by life. I'm inspired by my friends. I'm inspired by my day-to-day. Take for example, like a Call Your Mom t-shirt. Call Your Mom t-shirt comes from how me and my bros live. We live 5 of us in one room, in one house. Live 5 of us in one house. Like all our parents are outside of Cape Town. We never go see them. We just send money. Month-end, we just send money. You just send money. You just send money. You never call us, yo, mom, how are you doing? So that's where the design came from. Like I'm inspired by life. Like I was saying to Slow earlier on yesterday, I was like, yo, bro, something touched me that day on Saturday when we did the giveaway. I need to come up with a design from that. Like I'm inspired by my day-to-day. Like for me, that's how it is. In what, like Broke is inspired by real life experiences. I mean, it's a reality.
What's the hopes for the future for the brand?
If I tell you, I'll have to kill you. If I tell you, I'll have to kill you.
Yo, if you're willing to die, leave it in the comments.
I mean, I don't want to ruin it for you and tell you what we have.
Yeah.
I want you to see as it unfolds.
Yeah.
That's for me.
I will be moving broke though. I will get in the shop in Joburg soon. What's the story?
I mean, let's see.
Because you guys have created a culture in Cape Town and experiences, right? Which most brands usually don't do. I think from the outside looking in, it's always come to as like, okay, cool. You guys created this machine, but you created this machine with the world. You didn't just say, yo, we have a brand, yo, we'll chill here. You said, come through, let's enjoy this. Come through, let's celebrate this. even when new spaces, they call you guys to activate the spaces, activate brands. In that moment, do you feel like there's a portion of you that like we might be losing the direction and intent of what we're doing because these brands are now using us as the face, as opposed to us just fronting our own things the whole way?
I won't lie, with us, we don't just do it. Everything is planned and there's an idea behind it. I don't think we'd ever lose our vision because we constantly, like, people don't know this about us, but every Monday there's a meeting. There's an internal meeting.
Yeah.
There's disciplinary hearings. Like for real. Like this Bruce, they sit you down and tell you, listen, bro, that one is not the one. There's fines. Like we hold each other accountable. We don't want to lose what we have. We have seen from those that came before us how they have lost it. And we don't want to.
I asked this question very recently. I was like, yo, do people fall off because they don't know their good days? Or do people fall off because they don't even know they're good at what they're doing?
I think for me, people fall off because they forget why they started. For me, I think it's that simple. You forget why you're doing it. You get to a point where you're like, oh, now I'm it. You're above everyone. For us, we're still doing it for the reason why we started. The story will stay the same. The story will never change.
We're powered by the good folks at MIWAY Blink, right? And they provide car insurance for digital creators, right? Like me and you, when we finally get our cars, or for people who already have their cars. But for me, I think the question that insurance brought up to me was like, how do you assure the next generation of creators the same way insurance assures us that if you crash, we got you? How are you assuring the next generation?
This is how we're doing it. This is the reference point.
Yeah.
In 5 to 10 years, kids are going to be able to go to YouTube and find this. This is the reference point. I always tell people, like, we need to document as much as we can. Like, if ever you look into, take for example, like streetwear, like there's not so much reference point in South Africa. But if you look at like abroad, if you go abroad like to or Europe, you still find footage from Stussy from the 90s. That's what we need. We need a reference point. This is how we are assuring the future generations. They'll be able to come through and say, oh, in 10 years, they'll be able to find the podcast. There's Bruce like you, there's Bruce like coaches that are making sure that everything is well documented.
What's your word to the youth?
Bro, just do it. Impossible is nothing.
Was that a shout out to both Nike and Adidas?
I'm just saying, bro, like, for me, just do it, bro. That's all I can tell you. You never know. Impossible is nothing, bro. Just do it.
Yeah. Shout out to the bro boys.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Appreciate this.
This episode of JUTA De BEER is sponsored by MIWAY Blink, the faster, simpler, and more rewarding car insurance. Get cover in a blink. You can get up to 50% monthly cash back when you drive less than 2.5 kilometers per month. You can also manage your cover wherever and wherever with MIWAY Blink. Get a code in minutes.